Elizabeth, a top-billed actress, had fallen out of favor with her boss, Harvey, who now treated her coldly as she aged and lost her shine. On the verge of being replaced, she drove anxiously down the road when her eyes caught on a torn billboard, leaving her stunned for a moment. After finishing a checkup at the hospital, a nurse secretly slipped her a USB drive. On it was an ad for a mysterious drug that claimed it could completely remake a person. Elizabeth scoffed at such an outrageous idea until she noticed the wall covered with old photos of her past glory. Hesitating, she dug the USB back out of the trash and dialed the number. The next day, she received a card with that number printed on. Following the directions she was given, she arrived at an abandoned building, unlocked a hidden room with the card, then opened a coded cabinet to retrieve her package. The package came in 3 layers. The first held a syringe and a single vial of glowing green liquid. The second, 7 small tubes of stabilizer. The third, a converter and nutritional supply. The instructions were clear. 1 activation only, daily stabilizer injection, a 7-day time transformation, and all components were interconnected. Elizabeth stared at the strange instruments laid out across the table, swallowing nervously. But her hunger for beauty won out. She stripped off her clothes and stepped into the bath. After a brief pause, she injected the green drug into her body. At first, nothing happened, and she almost laughed it off as a scam, until her pupils began to split, and the skin on her back tore open with a bloody crack. A sleek new limb pushed through, and moments later, she collapsed unconscious. Not long after, a new body stirred beside the old one. Slowly, she walked to the mirror and wiped her reflection. A breathtakingly beautiful face emerged, her skin flawless, her eyes glowing like sapphire, her charm greater than even in youth. She admired herself briefly before reluctantly stitching the torn back of her discarded body. She injected a full bag of nutrient solution, then drew 7 tubes of stabilizer from the spine with a long needle, injecting one into the new body. Thus, a brand new Elizabeth was born. She gave herself a new name, Sue. With her stunning looks, she quickly caught Harvey's attention. Sue became the company's new favorite. Her only request was to spend 1 day a week visiting her mother in the countryside. A cover for the fact that the stabilizer lasted only 7 days, forcing her to switch bodies regularly. Elizabeth gasped awake in her old body, scarred and broken, the pain nearly killing. Still, she stroked Sue's smooth skin with a mix of pride and back in her weakened shell, her confidence evaporated. She walked the streets trying to hide herself, powerless under Harvey's scolding. Without hesitation, she pulled out the next round of drugs, as though already resigned to letting Sue take her place. Sure enough, Sue soon replaced her complete. In front of the cameras, Sue danced bold, radiating youth and vitality. She soared higher than Elizabeth ever had, becoming the face on the city's most prominent billboard. To make the body swapping easier, Sue carved out a hidden chamber behind her bathroom wall, moving Elizabeth's old body and her portraits there. With her secret secured, she plunged deeper into indulgence. But joy turned to disaster. One night, in order to spend it with a man while keeping her secret hidden, she delayed the body swap and drew out an extra stabilizer. Sue's body endured through the night, but the consequences struck Elizabeth instead.